Did you know you could silence your alarm by just saying the word stop, or even push it ahead a few minutes by saying snooze? Well, Quick Phrases lets you do just that. It's found under Google Assistant settings, at least for the Pixel 6 series, and to get to it, search for Quick Phrases and tap on the first result. Here you can enable or disable the feature, and this will always keep your Google Assistant waiting in standby mode to detect those specific voice commands. What's going on guys, Philip here, and that was just one among 15 plus unique features that you should probably be using on your Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. So stay till the end to learn more of that, including my favorite tips and tricks to make your life easier and awesome. Let's go. Moving on to gestures, and there's a handful of them by the way. Starting with Quick Tap for actions, you can map quick actions that get triggered by physically back tapping your phone. This feature is found in Settings, System, and then Gestures. Inside here, you can select from taking a screenshot by double tapping the back of your phone, launching your assistant, playing or pausing media, opening your recent apps, showing notifications, or opening an app of your choice for that matter, and it works when you get it right. In case you feel like it's triggering easily when you don't want it to, toggle the option to require stronger taps. Just in the gesture settings, 100 mode is another useful feature that you should always be using if you don't already. Now that Google moved away from smaller compact phones, the displays of the Pixel 6 series are huge, and these settings comes in handy just for that. Turning it on will let you reach the top of your display's content by swiping down from the home button. If you wanna map the gesture to show notifications instead, you are allowed to do that, but I personally prefer reachability than that, and if you don't always want to swipe down, you can enable the option to always show 100 mode shortcut on the screen. In case you didn't know already, Google worked with Instagram and Snapchat, just to mention a few, and on Instagram it's now possible to use the ultra-wide lens by just pinching in on the viewfinder to access the lens. I also wish they could support the telephoto lens sometime in the future, but this is a good move in the right direction. Moving on to the next feature that I use almost every single day, and that's Google Lens. With Google Lens integrated inside the operating system, you can easily look up an image you see anywhere on your phone. Maybe that's a shoe on Instagram, and it will give you the results right there without having to download the image first. To use the feature, find what you want to search, swipe up and hold to launch the recent screen, then press and hold on the image and hit the lens icon, and there you have it. And while we are still here on the recent screen, you can also save an image to your gallery by pressing and holding on the image, then tapping the save option right on top. This comes in handy when saving images from apps and websites that don't allow you to do so, like Instagram. You can also quickly share the images right from the recent screen by dragging and dropping on a contact, or selecting more if you want to share it somewhere else. Right there on the recent screen, you don't have to waste your time looking for a URL address of a website you are in. Instead, use this link icon to quickly copy the link and paste it somewhere else, or even share it. Now, if you really care about your battery health, these two settings are essential, and that's adaptive battery and adaptive charging. To get here, go to your settings app, battery, then adaptive preferences. Adaptive battery extends your battery life based on your phone usage. I'm sure there's a ton of AI learning that goes behind the scenes, and when it kicks in, it really gets the job done. Below that, there's adaptive charging, and this will let your phone charge steadily overnight and use your morning alarm to completely charge it up, so when you wake up you have a full charge for the day, which is good for your battery's health. Another little handy feature that might save your life is Heads Up. Under digital well-being settings, you can enable it on, and once done, you'll get reminders to stop using your phone while walking, but you must always pay attention while outside for your safety and others too. Car crash detection is also a feature that does exactly what it says. So if your phone detects that you've been in a severe car crash, it will sound an alarm, or even go ahead and call the emergency line for you and actually provide the location and car crash data in case you don't respond. But unfortunately, this feature is limited to a few countries as of now, but it's worth a mention. Google's Tensor chip brought with it some features that work so well, closing in the gap with other manufacturers. First being voice typing. It's unreal on the Pixel 6 Pro, at least for me. Typing is now fun and quick thanks to excellent voice detection. To enable it, search for voice typing in the settings app and tap on it. Punctuations are put there for you, plus you can even type emojis by just using your voice. And when you are done, just say the word send or clear or even undo depending on what you want, hands-free. Moving on to call screen, your pixel will screen your calls to know who is calling and what they want before you even pick up, which is useful for keeping scammers away, and the good thing, it works without needing to use Wi-Fi or even mobile data. But again, it's limited to a few countries as of now. Anyway, I'm looking forward to a global rollout sometime in the future. Another feature that comes in handy when making business or support calls is Hold for Me, and what this does is your Google Assistant will wait on hold for you and notify you when your representative is ready to talk to you. Switching gears to live caption, it detects speech on your phone and automatically generates captions for you. To get it, go to Settings, Sound and Vibrations, and tap on Live Caption. Turn it on, and the next time you watch something, captions will appear automatically. It's not perfect though, but quite useful. Live Translate takes it up a notch by detecting other languages and showing you translations, and this works offline if you have the languages downloaded to your phone, so no worries the next time you want to watch your favorite international shows. Now moving on to my top features, Now Playing definitely takes the cake for me. On your settings app, search for Now Playing and click it. This feature will detect and identify what music is playing around you and even save a record for you, and the good thing is that it works even when offline. This is made possible by a song database stored on your phone, and that's secure at least, because nothing needs to be uploaded online. In case it somehow doesn't recognize the song, you can as well tap the search icon right from the lock screen, and that will send Google a short digital audio fingerprint to identify what's playing. Honestly, I don't mind that much because it's a handy feature that I really rely on almost daily. Talking of things I rely on a daily basis, camera is one of them, and opening the camera app, you'll get a few tips that will change the way you take your pictures. First one, when you tap on the viewfinder, 3 sliders come up, which you can not only use to set the temperature of the scene from warm to cool, but also the highlights and the shadows to get the preferred look. I just wish there was a way to save the presets so you don't have to tinker around every single time you open the app. Another tip is, instead of tapping the settings icon from the top left corner, just swipe down from the viewfinder to access the quick settings. I'd also suggest you turn on the grid lines found under the More Settings page to get those perfectly composed and framed shots. Now, Google talked a lot about the Magic Eraser, and it's a cool feature that doesn't require experience to use. It makes it easier to remove things you don't want in photos thanks to the tensor chip that would otherwise require professional editing apps like Photoshop. Inside the Photos app, tap the edit icon below the photo, swipe to find tools, and click on Magic Eraser. It will try its best to find what you might not want in the photo, or you can just circle through them and wait for the results. It works as advertised, just don't give it complex images. That's a wrap for this video, guys. If you made it this far, drop a heart emoji in the comment section, and thanks for watching and sticking around till the end. I hope you found it helpful, and also let me know which was your favorite feature, or if there's anyone that I've missed that you frequently use. Anyway, goodbye, and most of all, stay safe.